basically over here off of 8th and Broadway. I want to make my way. I'm meeting up with Tiffany, Black-Owned Food LA. We're over here at Boquero. It's a black-owned business. Just going to talk to them lately, COVID updates, as I continue to go around and document everything that has happened out here that is actually still happening. We see some of the boards that are still up, and we see some boards that are coming down. And just one restaurant at a time, one place at a time. So I'm gonna go meet the owner right now. You're gonna hear his story, and you're gonna hear more. The historic Clifton's Cafeteria. This has been around almost 100 years, living history. Everybody who knows about LA knows that this is one of the top places you want to come out to and see. I don't know how they've been lately. Last time we checked, they were closed. I'll get over here sooner rather than later to see what the status is. We are continuing with the documentary. It's lonely here in these streets. So I have Ben here, who is the owner of Boquero Coffee. All right, Ben, so how has COVID affected your business?
Well, I mean, it's definitely slowed our foot traffic considerably. Once all the stores and everything closed up and boarded up, then no one was really on the streets, or people didn't feel like they were safe to be on the streets, because if the stores boarded up, then maybe they shouldn't be out there, you know? So yeah, it definitely slowed us down a bit.
And then, oh, go on.
I was gonna say, well, luckily, because we're a local neighborhood shop, we still had people who come every day that still showed up because they live a block away or maybe across the street.
Okay, and then how have you had to adapt during these troubling times?
Well, the first thing we had to do with adapting was to start to push other aspects of our business a little bit more. So we have kegerator campaigns, so we started to kind of lean into advertising on Instagram and social media platforms that we could do that for corporate businesses. And then we have a subscription service and a pouch that allows people to come get enough coffee for a week and then go home and not have to come out until they needed it again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so having that was able to, you know, kind of counteract the slow foot traffic.
For sure. And then how long have you been open for?
The storefront's been open for a year.
Okay. Have you been offered any assistance? I mean, as far as like rent breaks, things like that with the city?
Our landlord's been really good with us and understands. He's been working with us. And, you know, we didn't receive a PPP loan or anything like that because, you know, we do everything ourselves, so I'm not an employee. so yeah,
Got it.
Yeah, so not really. We kind of just pulled up our own bootstraps and grabbed as much money as we could from wherever it was coming from.
Yeah, because the thing is like, you know, a lot of the restaurants and some of the businesses they're behind, or they're not paying rent right now. So when the time comes to pay rent, sure, they may be operating, but then when that time comes, they're in the hole, and then you're going to see a lot of people closing up.
Absolutely.
So how do you? So you guys are just definitely still hanging on, and how?
Yeah, definitely still hanging on, and really didn't want to try to take a large loan and be in a hole like that. And you know, I mean, truthfully speaking, my place is 5.5 feet wide, so we never did dine in. So we didn't have to close. Everything happens outside anyway. And with it being small and rent being less because it's a smaller space, we are able to just kind of, you know, hunker down and shield ourselves minimally. Whereas some of these other businesses, they've got millions of dollars poured into their business and, you know, harder to maintain.
I mean, downtown, this has been a rough year for downtown. You've seen it from COVID to George Floyd to everything else that's been happening lately. Yeah. What have you seen so far this whole year on your end?
Well, I mean, we're a next door neighbor to Foot Locker and Chic Shoes, which every time there's a riot or something going on in the streets, they get smashed or graffiti across their new windows because they got smashed the first time. So now, we're seeing our neighbors boarded up, which is never good for business. Never good for business. And then people are also leaving. We had the Gap next door to us on the other side. They are gone. So yeah, we've seen a lot here in a year. It's been really scary and trying, truthfully.
So for those that don't know where Boquete is in particular relation to downtown, where are we at in downtown?
We're in the historic core of downtown LA, in between 7th and 8th Street on Broadway, directly across the street from the Globe Theater, next door to Chic Shoes and Foot Locker.
Okay.
And the soon-to-be Apple Store, if we can get our stuff straight.
Right. How long do you plan on staying open? How long are you gonna hang on for, Ben?
As long as possible.
Yeah.
I love this space. I love downtown LA. I love the energy. I love the creative energy of downtown LA. The support that my business gets, and the support that I get to lend to other small businesses. This is for me. This is where it's at in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, me too.
This is the opportunity.
And do you have any shout outs you want to say to anyone in the community or your followers, your customers? Any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Collage Skateboards, the new black-owned skateboard business based here in LA. Black Foods LA for the support that we see every day. It's amazing. Yeah, that's about it. My mom, hi.
Well, the same thing. Hi, Mom. She sees the YouTube videos and stuff. Oh, you put up another one, Robert? All right, so we got Ben over here at Boquete. Come on out, black-owned business. Show some support, show some love. You know where to find them.
Let's go brewing town.